Mr. L here with another quick video. Before we move on to some more advanced Boolean logic, let's clean up our code a little bit so that it's a bit easier to deal with. Something I noticed, particularly in my Mario animator, is that I got some repeated chunks of code. Why don't I create a method that can deal with this stuff? I'm going to call this a method, void process animation. And in this method, I'm going to receive some information. I'm going to receive information about the Greenfoot image array that my animation is being set to. I'm going to receive information about the skip rate. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say that the animation that I use in this class is going to be set to the animation I pass in my through my method here. I'm going to set this skip rate in my class to the skip rate passed in through my method here. And then I'm going to take this code that's been repeated 3 different spots and put it in as part of the functionality of this here. So now I can delete this code from all 3 of these places. I'm not deleting the top parts yet because I want to make sure I don't mess anything up. So what can I do here now? Well, I can run process animation. And inside of that, I can pass in the information in a much more contained spot that was here already. So what animation am I accessing? The left animation. And what skip rate am I setting to? 5. All right. What animation? Right. What skip rate? 5. What animation? Idle. What skip rate? 50. Oops, and I accidentally deleted one too many lines there. So what do we see now? That this animator code is quite a bit more contained, and some of the different functionality, the fact that I want to set things to 0 frame, I want to set it to animate right away again, with the changing animations and skip rates, all this functionality is now isolated right here. It's repeated, I'm confident, I've done enough that I'm happy with the way that works, so I'm just plopping it all down here, simplifying things up here, and now if I try and mess around with animations more, there's less for me to look at and worry about in my code. We call this recompiling, and it's just a way of organizing our logic to be even more modular and even more contained. That would be really helpful before moving on to our next step in our next video.